Hello and welcome along, and in today's video we're going to do a little modification for a Joycon to stop what I call a Joycon push. Okay, I'll explain what that is in a second. But first, a bit of admin. If you can like this video, stick a thumbs up, share it about, it'd be hugely appreciated. I'm going to be trying to get 10,000 subs, and as soon as I do that, I'll start giving away all the accessories that I've surmounted up in my cupboard behind me. Okay, and also if you can, stick this in 1080 if you're able to. It's just, there's a few little fiddly bits. I will try my best to do as many close-ups as possible. I just don't want you to miss because there's going to be a few twiddly bits. And on today's video, like I said, we're going to be doing Joycon Push. It's what I call it. I'm not sure if you've experienced this, but it's one of the most infuriating things with the Switch. So this Joycon here, I've got Mrs. Console and Tech Accessories Switch here, so you can see the pastel colours that she loves. So you push it from the bottom, and it's okay. It doesn't ping off. Okay. This one, however, there's hardly any resistance at all when that comes off. So this is a much older Joycon, this one. This is a relatively new one. This is a kind of like an original one, and it just pings off, and it's infuriating because even when you're playing handheld, sometimes you can slide it off so easily, and when you're sticking it in grips as well, it just comes off. It's a nightmare, and I found a solution for it. So what you need to do, grab your Joycon, go onto Amazon, go and get a pack that I've linked to down below. I'll show you it. It's not much money. It was under £10 or around $10. Go and have a look for the latest prices. I'll leave a link below where you can get hold of it. And what you'll do if you'll arrive in the post is this. Okay, so inside, what you get is 3 different screwdrivers. Lovely. You get yourself a nice pair of tweezers, and these are great, so I'm going to be using these for other videos, let alone this one. So they're really good quality. And then you also get yourself 2 bags. In this one is the mechanism clasp that you need and some extra screws and springs. And this one is a couple of the extra clasps. Now the reason why they've sent a separate bag is because there's 2 left and 2 right, because the Joycons, they're different. So they've done the nice thing of separating them. But we'll just have to double check which one comes out of which for which one we use, and I will show you that. You don't need anything else. However, I'm going to be using this, which is my magnetic dish, and I'm going to be using this. This is my extreme rate screwdriver I got with when I did my Joycon replacement shells, but you can also buy this as a pack. I think this is such a superb. I've used this quite a lot. So again, I'll leave a link below where you can get this in a pack of just these. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get in nice and close so we can see what we're doing. Okay, there's the Joycon. Now, on my Joycon replacement shell, a lot of people are saying about strip screws. Okay, just be careful, please, because you can strip the original screws. If you've not taken this off before, the original screws aren't very good, and they can be stripped quite easily. So what I suggest is when you get your screwdriver, you pop it in, get it seated so it's in, push it in, and just give it a little turn like that, just to get it started, and then you need to carry on. Just be careful, and if you can, when you put it all back together, I would use the screws that come with this, because these are going to be better quality. The ones that Nintendo give are scandalous because they're almost like rubber, so you just need to be careful before you do that. Okay, if you do strip it, suggest putting like an elastic band over there like that, or getting one of these star screwdrivers and digging it around, or a flat bladed, digging the corner in and turning it. But try your best, because even if you just get it started, you can use some tweezers, maybe even these, to get it all the way out. Okay, so the little tip for you. So first of all, get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get those 4 out. Now, all 4 are out. What you need to do is you need to open it up, but be careful. Don't suddenly rip the 2 halves apart. Just be careful. Okay, so when you get it out, you just fold it open like this. Now this is my test Joycon, and I will show you why it's my test Joycon. It's because I've taken it apart so many times, I've snapped this ribbon here. So this ribbon here will be attached for you, and I don't want you to make the same mistake. So you could carry on and do the whole mod with them 2 together. If you want to do that, just skip ahead to the point of starting me taking this screw out. If not, if you want to be like me and you want to be safe, then follow these instructions, okay? So first up, get your screwdriver, and then in here, flip this little bit up, and pull this bit out. So this bit will come out. And for you, this would be attached still. For me, I snapped it. But you, this will be attached. What you do to get that one out is take the battery out. And you can, if you wanted to, you can unplug it. I don't. I just leave it hanging because it seems to be fine. You're going to take out 3 screws now. You can take out that one, and that one. Okay, so that one, and that one. Okay, so get those 3 out. Once you've got those 3 out, you just need to fold this up a little bit, like that. And then you're going to take this cable out. So you ping up the black bit there, and then that cable will come out. Okay, so that bit was meant to be attached there. It's not because mine's broken. Then just fold this back on here like that, put the battery, and then you've got yourself 2 separate pieces. That means you're not going to be snapping those. You're not going to make a mistake I did and snap one of these. Okay, so put this to one side now, and we're going to be working on this bit. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to want to take off this screw here. Because it makes it easier to work with, because now we can take that off, put this to one side. We don't need that just yet. Now, this bit here, all you're going to do is you're going to take out that screw there. Now, once that's out, you see this metal bit here? This bit here is just wedged in there and there, okay? So you just need to pull it out if you can. When I first did this, it was quite stuck in there, quite hard. So I was a little bit nervous about pulling it out, but now it's been out a few times, I'm able to take it out. So just take it out very gently, prizing it out, okay? And then once it's all the way out, there you go, that's what you have, okay? So that's what you're looking to take out. Now, grab your tweezers. This is the bit we're going to replace. This plastic bit here, see if I can get that in focus for you. Okay, that plastic bit there, and it's got a spring behind it, so just be careful. When you take it out, grab it and roll it round so the spring is facing downwards. Then you can take it out without the spring flying everywhere. That's the bit that's causing the problems. So we'll take that out, and then we'll take the spring out as well. Okay, what we now need to do is we now need to get the replacement metal part. So let's have a look in here first, see if this is the right bag. And when you get it, what you're looking for is this bit here. There's a slope here. On the 2 different Joycons, the slope is opposite sides, so we need the one that exactly matches that slope. Okay, can you see there? You see that there? There's a slope there that goes that way. There's a slope there that goes that way. The slope there on the original one goes that way, so I need the slope to go that way, which is this one. So this one is for the other Joycon. I know this is for the Joycon that I'm replacing. Okay, so we can put that plastic one to one side, and then we're going to fit this metallic bit. So what we're going to do is reverse the process. Get the spring, pop it in there. Now this is going to be the tricky bit, okay? Because the springs fly everywhere. Now the way I found to do it is putting it in like that, dropping it in so the spring is facing out, and then pushing it in either with that or with your finger, just pushing the spring in and then down. And then when it's in a little bit, just use the tweezers just to poke it in. Dead easy. That's in. Leave that for a minute because you don't want the spring to ping out. All we're going to do is going to put this bit back in. So if you can see in there, there's a slot for it there and a slot for it there. And then push it down. And just make sure that there's enough room for it underneath there. And now you can just test this. Make sure it's pushing in okay. And get that black bit in there just to secure it. Get that black screw back in. Not too tight on that one because you don't want it to be too tough on the spring. Okay, now we're going to go back onto here. If that has come out like that, it's dead easy to put it back in because there's only one way for it to go back in. So just pop it in and get the tweezers and just line it up to where it should be. Put this back on here and then do up that screw there, which is the goldy coloured one for me. Okay. Next up, we need this bit back because we're going to reassemble the two bits, the two ribbons. So we've still got this off, so fold that out and then get this ribbon, so which would be like that. Get that ribbon, poke it in here and fold the flap back over. And with this one, while we're here, poke that in and fold that bit back. Okay, once you've done that, you can turn this back round and then we're going to put the 3 screws back in, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. Once those 3 are in and you've got the 2 cables in, battery over, and then Joycon this part to this part, and you'll see here this bit needs to slot into the groove there and just plonk them together. Before you do any more screws up, just double check that this is okay. Just press this in a few times just to make sure it doesn't get stuck in. Then once that's in, once you're happy with that, get these 4 screws back into these 4. Once that's done, there we have it, all done. And now we're going to test it on the switch. So if you can hear, it's a much better sounding click. Much better. So there we have this solid. Going to take an effort to much more solid. That it really does take. Yeah, it does take an effort, much more of an effort to push it up. Really pleased. So yeah, that's on much better now. So if you do have the same problem as me of Joycon Push, this will sort you out, and it takes no time at all. And it's a very cheap mod, and it really does help it out because you've got this, you've changed it for a metal bit in there, which helps it secure it in. It's much better now. I'm going to be doing all my Joycons like this because I'm just fed up of the Joycon Push. Okay, so that's it then. That's how you sort out the problem of what I call Joycon Push. Really easy. Like I was saying, do stick a thumbs up, do think about subscribing, it would help the channel out massively, and then we'll give out some accessories when we get to 10,000 subscribers. Okay, that's everything. I've been Console and Tech Accessories, and until the next video, bye bye.